Hey, what's up, you guys? I wanted to do a little video on my Redcat 64, and I basically wanted to just go over some stuff that I replaced and what I used to replace it, and little tips and tricks that I used to install the pieces. But let me show you what I replaced. For one, I did replace the trunk pan right here, and I replaced all the front, upper, and lower arms. These are over here on the front. I replaced the frame. I replaced the rear axle housing. See it right there. And I'm not finished with it. I'm actually waiting. I'm hoping to get my I ordered the True 13s from Jeffries. So I'm pretty much waiting for those to install, and I think I'm getting pretty close to replacing everything that I wanted to replace. I will probably replace, I'm thinking this right here, the axle. I want to get that chrome, the shaft, and I'm thinking also this piece right here. I know they sell it in chrome. And what else was I going to say? Oh, and the tools that I used. Basically, I used this 1.5 and 2.0. And I got a 4-pack from Amazon. And this is what the pack looks like right here. It's made in China. It was a good little pack. I think I paid like 10 or 15 bucks for it, and it came with two other sizes here, 2.5 and 3. But I didn't use those. I just used the 1.5 and the 2.0. And it also came with this little tool here, which was pretty handy. So everything you need for your Redcat to replace, if you want to put chrome on it, everything was in this set that I bought that I needed. I want to show you something else that I used, and it was for the ball sockets that you have to replace. And if you don't know what those are, they're these little deals here where you snap your arms in. There's ball sockets in here, and you have to unscrew these off of the old pieces and pretty much put it on your chrome pieces, and then you snap it on. So you see another one there, and then you see them over here. And I'm going to show you what I used to take them out. I unscrewed them with this little tool, which I said was pretty handy for that. So I unscrewed it with this, and when I went to put them in, like the new pieces, it was kind of a bitch, like to screw them into the threading, because the chrome that's in the threads, it makes it kind of hard for you to install them. So what I did was I got this driver and this socket. Now, you know, these sockets, they're kind of deep, so when you put the ball socket in here, it's going to go down, so you're not going to be able to put pressure on it. And you need that pressure, right? So it could screw into your chrome pieces. Well, what I did was I put like a piece of like cardboard in there, like in here, and that worked. Just to hold it out as you're applying pressure and screwing it in. And you don't even need to like heated up or anything, I mean, they'll go right in with a little bit of pressure. Don't force anything. Make sure, you know, you get like a good start, like to thread it in. And you can screw it down. Don't screw it down all the way with that, because you want to use this to tighten it down. And once you're getting closer down to the bottom where you're tightening it, just use this and this will work fine. You don't have to use the socket. Another tip I wanted to let you guys know is, I've seen some people were saying about the on the steering, there's some bearings that you need to take out and replace. They were saying that pretty much you have to apply pressure to kind of like push them out or whatever, and you don't really need to do that. You don't want to apply any pressure to your bearings. You don't want to smash the bearings, because then they're not going to be free and they're not going to work properly. I mean, you run the risk of damaging them if you apply any type of pressure to like a bearing. I mean, the good thing to do if you want to take the bearings out, I don't know. Okay, so if you want to take the bearings out, just grab a pair of tweezers. Just grab a pair of tweezers that'll fit inside the race of the bearing. Just stick this inside like this. You see the bearings like this, just stick this in and this will open up, and just push it down enough to where it has a little pressure, and then it'll pop right out. It's pretty simple, easy. You're not going to damage the bearings. The bearings are in the front suspension, and I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to have to take this off again. So I'm going to show you how to take this off. I don't know. I'm going to show you something that I forgot to install, and it's a weight that goes under here. So this is the weight, and I totally forgot to do it, but hey, you know what? It's all right, because now I can show you guys when I'm taking it off, you know, how I take it off, and then we'll put this weight back in there. I did leave it out and I ran it without this, and it does need it because it'll throw off the weight of the car, and I don't want to have it, you know, operating funky or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and take this frame off again, and we're gonna put the weight under here, and then that's it, we're done. As far as, let me show you the front here on the control arms. What I did, I replaced these guys right here, so your upper and lower, and then inside here you have another piece, and this is where your bearing is right here. So you have a bearing on this side and on the other side, and that bearing is going to allow your wheels to turn. So that's why I'm saying, like, you don't want to have any damage to those bearings, because then, I mean, you're not going to get like a free spin. I mean, if you dent them or whatever, they're not going to work properly. So just keep that in mind and be careful with the bearings. Also, if your bearings do get dirty, you can always take them out. You could clean them, dip them in acetone thinner, and then you can apply like some type of lube, like a special oil for these bearings. It's not a hard thing to do. It's pretty simple. But let me show you on the way I took it off was, and it was, don't be afraid like to take these off. I mean, do one side first and kind of like use the other side to guide you. It's not hard. It doesn't even take that long. Like once you get the first one down, the second one is going to be quicker. But basically you take off, there's a screw right here, and this one right here is going to be the 2. So you're going to use your 2. Yeah, you're going to use your 2 here, and on the other side there's another one. So this is going to pull forward. You pull this forward, and then you have your shock here. Well, on the bottom here, you're going to release your shock down here, and that's going to be the smaller 1.5. So you're going to release your shock. That's going to be free. It's just going to pop out this way. And then you're going to be able to start working on the lower. So you're going to loosen this guy right here. And then on the other side, there's another one, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, there's another one on the other side. So you're going to loosen this one and the other side. And then over here, you have your roll pin. You have a pin right here. This little screw right here is holding your pin in place right here. I don't know if you could see that, but there's a, let me get a better view here. There's a pin right there. So this little screw, you take that out, and this pin, the way you get it out is just use like a, like your tweezers in the back of there. You can pop it out that way. Or if you have like something like just, there's a small hole on the other side. You just need something small enough just to poke it out, and then you can grab it with your fingers and it'll come out. And then that's when you get into your hub right here, and you start just like I said, you know, just do one side. It's not hard. It's pretty simple. You just do step by step. Make sure you don't lose any of your hardware, your screws. Your shock's gonna stay here. You're not gonna have to take your shock out. You're just basically gonna be taking out these arms, the hub, and then this middle piece down here. Let me turn it around here. This middle piece right here is gonna be for your steering. So you're gonna replace these guys. You're gonna have to take out, like I said earlier, you're gonna have to take out the ball socket from the other part, and you're gonna screw it in this piece right here, and you're gonna be able to pop these guys on. So these guys go popped on here, on this piece right here, and then down here. So those just go popped on. So you just pop it off and then pop it on. Don't be afraid to use pliers. If you can't get it with your fingers, just, you know, gently just press down on the pliers and you'll pop it in there. Pretty simple. And this plate also right here, this plate is not what I thought. It was a little more disassembly involved in it. Is this piece right here. So you loosen these screws right here, these four, and then you have to go in on the other side, and you have to release it from here. And there's two bushings. So this screw right here has like a bushing that goes sitting in the other piece here, and then you have the other side over here. And then these pieces, we're gonna have to take these, I think we're gonna have to take them off. I'll see right now, but it's basically, this is gonna connect to your frame. And what this is basically, it's protecting your bearings, because there's bearings underneath here to keep them from getting filthy, dirty. So it's just the two smaller screws, which is the 1.5, and the same thing on the other side right here. And if you want, you can also disconnect your servo from here. And this one over here on the hopping servo, this one is just a small screw, 1.5. So you just back that out, and then this arm will just lift out. It's pretty simple. But anyway, let's start taking the frame off. I'm gonna show you all the screws you have to take out on the frame. So let's start. We're gonna start right around here on the servo area. So you have one right here. Have another screw. We're actually gonna have to take these servos out because there's screws underneath. So on these, they are the 2.0. Another thing I wanted to say is don't be afraid to like do this stuff. It's pretty neat. It's fun, like taking it apart and actually seeing how everything works. It's pretty cool. Like um, you get an idea of what everything's doing and how it works. So see there we have that servo's loose. If you could see them there, hopefully you can. But it's right here. Here's one of them. I don't know if I'm going to be replacing the servos yet. I've seen that there's some pretty good servos out there that give it more like a better hop, and they're pretty strong servos. So, but you have to know what you're doing with that too. You don't want to screw up your car. So there's a lot of good videos on YouTube that show you how to do that. Also, there's a cool group on Facebook, Redcat Lowriders. And there's a bunch of awesome dudes on there that give you tips. If you need help, they'll help you out if you have any questions. So shout out to Redcat Lowriders. On that side, make sure there's, okay, there's another one right here on this side. See how it's on the bottom? So that's why we loosen that servo. We're good on that side. Now we gotta loosen. There's another one back here that we take out. Two 2.0. And then we have to take out this one here and this one back here. Hope you guys are enjoying your RCs, your modifications. The only way we're gonna know how to operate and do stuff is to get in there and mess with it and see what it does. There's gonna be some more screws underneath this, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'll see right now when I take it off. If not, then it's just these ones that we have to take off. Okay, this one back here. That group that I'm telling you on Facebook, there's like some badass customs on there, man. Those guys get down. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna lift it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there is a screw right there, right there. Gotta take this one out. Yep, so this one right here. I seen some cool stickers that I want to add to the bottom of the frame also. They're engraved chrome stickers. Okay, so far we did these over here under this servo, this one right here, and then the two over here and the two on the other side. So let's do the other side over here now. The steering servo. If I'm boring you guys, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to go slow for maybe, hopefully I can help somebody out there that wants to do it, but maybe they don't want to mess with the car, but nothing's going to happen to it. Just like I said, just be patient with your stuff and be careful and put all your screws where they go and you'll be okay. Try not to damage any wires, and you should be all right. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 more down here. So we got to take out 4 more. Don't be like those mechanics where you have extra screws left over in the end. You got to make sure you put them all back. So here's another screw back here you take out. Okay. Okay, now I think that's it for this part. So we took out all the screws here, make sure I don't miss any. Got all those there, all those. Oh, I think, let me see. Oh yeah, let me see, let me make sure. Yes, there's another one. There's 2 more back here. Okay, so you have these way back here. You got to take these out also. Okay, I think that's it now. If it's not, then we'll come back and we'll revisit it and see what's going on. Trial and error, right? Okay, now we're gonna flip this bitch over. Let's see if it's loose. Another thing I used kind of to guide me was looking at the old one to see where all the screws were. So we got the old one right here. If need be, we'll just look at it and see where everything's at again and go off of that. See, so you see all your screws right here. Screw holes, I mean. Okay, so we got to take, I think these 2 here, or actually no, these 2 up front, and we'll see what else right now. Okay, so the 2 in the front are on the other side, I believe, if I remember. Let's see. Yes, they're up here in the front. So these little guys right here, there's 2 of them. And that one you're going to use the 1.5. So we're going to unscrew these. Yeah, I had this thing all ready to go yesterday, and I was putting all my parts away, and then I looked at the other frame that I had, and I'm like kind of feeling it, and I'm like, why the hell does this feel like kind of heavy? And I was like looking, I turned it around and I noticed in that little canister there was a weight back there. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put the weight in the chrome piece. But like I said, it's okay, no big deal. I mean, if anything, I'm just practicing more and getting to know how this car is built and stuff. See, so it's loose off right there now. So let's turn it around again and see where we're at. Just be careful with your wires, servos. Okay, so we're gonna have to pop these guys off right here. Like that. Like that. Okay. All right, so I think we have to take these screws out right here. So I'm going to take these out, and there's 4 of them. This is actually pretty fun. If you like taking stuff apart, you'll enjoy it. If you're in a hurry and you want to get shit done quick, that's how you break stuff or you lose stuff. So just like I said, just be patient, go at a nice pace, don't be in a hurry. Make sure you look at everything. Take pictures if you have to. If you don't remember where stuff goes, just take pictures. I thought that the front suspension was going to be kind of difficult, and it wasn't. It was pretty neat, taking it apart and seeing how everything goes and how it operates with the bearings and everything. Okay, now this, it kind of goes in there, you kind of got to press down on it. There we go. Well, press down on it when you're installing it, but let me see, what else? Okay, so we got to release these two right here from the tranny. Nice pair of tweezers always comes in handy. We're going to take out the exhaust too. So the exhaust, that was one of the screws right there. You have another one. You have two more. So you have one right here. You have 3 screws for the exhaust. I like using this foam too. It's pretty helpful with holding, you know, like the 6.4 or whatever you have, the 59 or whatever. Keep everything safe. It's soft. Okay. Now, take this out. Actually, you could lift this. There we go. Come on. Come on, sucker. There we go. And then now we're going to take off the other side. So I ordered all my parts off of Amazon, which was pretty convenient. It came pretty fast. Took like maybe, I want to say, a couple days, like for mostly all the parts that I installed. Okay, so let's see what else is holding on here. Okay, here we go. So we got 4 more right here in the front. These right here, you have to release these. I wonder if I could get under there. Nah, just take it all off. I'm thinking of getting the 59 body. I like that the metallic silver one. Be cool to have another different frame that I could slap on here. And I like that 59. That 59 looks badass. Okay, so let's see, lift this and this should come out now. Let me lift this back. I think I got all the screws out. I'm missing one. Let's have a look-see. Yes, I am missing. I'm missing these right here. in the very back, turn it around, and there are these back here. Yep. So they're where the battery would go. So underneath the battery, you have two more. Okay, that should be it. That should do it. Should come out now. Okay. Come on, sucker. Okay, you know what? Just move that. So basically I didn't even have to take the frame all the way out. This lifted enough to where I could put the weight. So I went ahead and did that, and the weight's in there now secure. So let me put everything together and then I'll show you when I'm done. I don't want to bore you guys and show you where I'm putting all the screws. I'm going to just put it together real quick and then I'll show you guys. So I'll be back. All right, so everything's in there now. Everything is good. Everything's snug, secured. Don't over tighten stuff. Don't strip it out. Just snug it and you should be good. This is all the screws are in there. Everything's chromed out. Well, not everything, but a lot of the big pieces that I wanted chrome. Probably gonna get a sticker for this chrome. And then, like I said, this shaft right here, we're gonna get a chrome one for there. And then also we are going to, I'm thinking maybe these two pieces here, chrome, and I think I'm gonna end up changing the shocks to some better ones. I'm just gonna do my homework on them and see which ones I want. But there is all the chrome. So let me put it together and I'll start it up, make sure everything's good. All right, let's test it out. Everything looks good. Let me put the body on. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention on the battery. I ended up buying a better one. It's a lithium battery. It's the 6500 7.4. I forget the name of it. Shoot. Anyway, it's another battery, and I bought the adapters on Amazon, so it'll work perfect on here. I'm just gonna go from here to the other battery. Two plugs go directly into the battery. I forgot the name of the battery, the brand, but the guy on Redcat, the guy that likes the tacos, I forget his name. He interviewed the guy that does the batteries. But let me get the body on and we'll check it out right now. All right, we got it all together now. See the chrome down there? It does make a difference. That looks freaking nice. Got some chrome down there now. Hell yeah. My little nephew calls this the Karusha. I like it, I dig it. I'm definitely going to be adding some more stuff to this ride, and like I said, I got some rims on the way. Who's rolling in there? Oh damn. So that's it, man. That's going to do it for the review. I hope I was able to help at least one person out, if not, you know, hopefully more people. This is my 6.4. Waiting for that 61. I love the 61 Impalas. But that's it. This is Incredible Bulk. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And have a great day. Later.